going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I have a few things we're going to do today. Don's underneath his truck. We built some traction bars a long time ago for his, and they never got coated. He's actually got new wheels and tires. We're going to kind of change the look of this one like we did mine. Kind of few things to change, but it makes a big difference. So what we're going to do today is get his bars off there, which are uncoated. Those need to go to powder. He's got a few other things to do too while we wait for the wheels to show up. And he's actually got some powder work to do on the wheels too. So that's kind of what we're waiting for. And then me, on the other hand, since my truck's not in the driveway, if you guys can remember this toolbox in the background, it's kind of been in the background for a while. But the reason I haven't put it in yet is because I have been putting off mounting in my compressor and my tank to get my onboard air back in the truck. So all I need to do now, I got the compressor mounted, tanks mounted. I need to flip the gauge over, change some orientations over here of things. I want this, my quick coupler for my air hose, I want that pointed up so I can get to it better. Just a few things, clean some wiring up, get it in the truck. So that's what I have going on, but I'm not really going to get to it today, I don't think. And then of course we have some other stuff in the works too, but today we're just going to focus on helping Don get these things out of here. And the fun part about that is he's been having the weird clunking noise lately, for a while actually. Not going to sugarcoat that. So we think the noise is in the heim joints in the front of these traction bars, and it's a really aggressive noise. It's a really aggressive clunk. You'd think something's about ready to fall off, but I think it is because the front heim joints are actually trying to freeze up on them, and as they try to work, they're popping, and it's just ugly. So we're gonna get down there, we're gonna help them take those bars off, and then see if we can't find the noise. Well, that was not near as bad. No, but I don't think it's making that noise. Do the other one real quick. Well, we have the camera down here. Because that one's awesome. I don't think it's supposed to do that. Hey, I remembered, if you guys want to have some fun while we're doing this, go down below in the comment and take a guess on what he's doing for wheels and tires. So this heim joint, I think, is our one in question. It's pretty froze up. She's tight. So I think what we're gonna do is actually get in there and lubricate it. Oh boy, that should not be that tight, but see if we can't get it freed up. So that right there, so that heim, I'm not wasting any more time on that heim. But since he's here, and since he brought his seafoam, I'm gonna go do mine. I'm gonna go spray him down, because I don't want that happening. These ones, on the other hand, have been in here longer, and they're not rusty. Just give them a little bit of spray though. The excess will come right off. Get in there and do some spraying action. So guys, I think that's mostly what we're gonna do today. More of an update for this truck than anything, because we have, I say we, I keep saying we, it's not it's his. He has some pretty cool things going on. A lot of new stuff coming soon. This bumper cover is shot. Might not look it on camera, but he's got a whole new bumper cover. This chrome piece here is broken, so that's being changed. The long arm kit, the front long arms, we don't know. If you guys know what this is, don't look at the weld or anything. We didn't do it, so that's fine. But she's a little sketchy. I don't know what kind of kit this is, but we don't like it. So a new long arm is gonna go on. He's not gonna lift it anymore, but he's changing the long arms to like mine. I think it's more of a radius arm setup. I don't know the technical term, but instead of having two different arms, the top arm comes down in the lower arm, and then that runs back. I think it's a radius arm setup. So there's that. So we're gonna have traction bars, long arms, and parts of the wheels powder coated. Now we're still up in the air. There's a lot of different color options. One we think would be really cool once we actually buff this thing out, but regardless, like a rose gold for the powder coat. Something different. I know everybody likes to gravitate toward the black and red, so we kind of don't want that. He's also played around with keeping some chrome on the truck, so the color's got to work with chrome. It's just, there's a whole thing that needs to go on. I wouldn't mind color matching these mirrors eventually. These headlights going around it. This is, I mean, hate to pick a truck apart, but this is your cheap headlight. These should last a lot longer, but not only is the tint on top peeling, but they're actually starting to get a little bit of moisture in there. And the other side's even worse. This side's actually really bad. So I could either do what I did to mine, and that's put that vinyl on top. And I think I have some vinyl that would match the metallic in this black. Or build a set of headlights for this truck, which I think would be kind of cool, actually. What else? He was talking about taking this grill and going back to the factory cross style grill, and then doing like the inserts in chrome. You know, there's a lot that's gonna happen with this one. I'm not giving up on mine, but at the same time, this one kind of needs some attention. So we're gonna spend some time on this one. You're still gonna see stuff on mine. Thinking about doing an axle dump instead of this. It's all stuff that's just gonna come in time. But the main thing right now is wait for those wheels and tires to show up, get that stuff off the powder. Need you guys to help us, maybe throw some color ideas out there. You know, we keep going back and forth. Like a rose gold would be kind of cool because no one really does that. Like I said, everybody kind of gravitates toward black and red. We've also looked at some deep blues. But we don't want anything too outlandish because it's still got to work with chrome. Not necessarily the gas cap or the fuel cap. I don't know what the plan is there. But he does want to keep some chrome on the truck too. So shoot some color options down below, some ideas. We'll be getting our box in my truck soon. Get that all hooked up. Waiting for a few parts to show up to get our... Oh, I don't know if I showed you guys this. We're starting with this one here. An ISPRO 30-pound fuel pressure gauge. I want to run that. Get some lift pump numbers. And then I want to relocate my CTS3. Kind of put it in the top corner so it's out of the way. I'm starting with one because of the pillar setup I want to go with. I want to show you guys that. It's a really cool option if you guys can get away with running one gauge. You know, if you have one gauge you want on the top and then maybe a couple more on the column, I don't know. Really cool option for pillar mounts. You don't see them very often, so stay tuned for that. and you know, just in general, we got a lot of stuff coming up. I haven't really told you guys. My transmission's coming out. That's being sent off. We're gonna rebuild that. Got a really cool clutch we want to put in there. Just sky's limits. We're just gonna keep on moving forward. So that's where I'm gonna leave off today. Don't forget, comment, let us know what you guys think on colors, and stay posted. This thing's gonna be pretty cool. See you on the next one.